So I'm gonna try painting. This is gonna be my first time painting, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, let's just jump right into it. This is the canvas that I'm gonna be working on. I already primed it with this gesso that I got. I've been using this because I've seen some YouTubers say that this was really good to use when you're gonna paint, so I got this. Necessarily, you don't have to use gesso to get a really good painting. Like, for example, I have this painting up there that wasn't used with gesso, and this one wasn't used with gesso. I just put gesso on it because I thought that's what I needed. So yeah, so if you're curious on what I'm actually going to paint, if you're really curious on what I'm actually going to paint, I'm gonna actually paint, try to paint INOSUKE. So if you don't know already, I love Demon Slayer. I'm gonna try to do this one here. But anyway, I wanted to try to draw INOSUKE on this tiny canvas because, you know, I don't know, I guess that's just what I like. And if you're wondering what palette I'm gonna use, I have this paper palette that I got. I'll just show you guys. It's the Artist Loft paper palette that I'm gonna use for my acrylic paint and all that stuff. So I'm already ready to start painting, or not paint, start the process of this stuff. So yeah, let's just get it started. Now for the pencil I'm gonna use a regular wooden pencil, and I'm gonna use a lead pencil along with an electric eraser and eraser. So these are the tools I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use these tools to draw INOSUKE. Now, I thought I was gonna do something super easy, but if I want to learn how to paint and whatnot, I'm gonna try my best. So let's just get it started. I'm super nervous to mess up. Oh my god. I'm super nervous to mess up and do anything, so I'm just gonna draw super lightly. So as I was drawing, I kept making mistakes. But yeah, I lost a lot of footage because my phone had low storage, but I fixed it. So hopefully it doesn't do that again. Sorry if I kept putting the canvas out the camera. I was flipping the canvas by putting it up to the light to see if I can get the proportions straight, but at the end of the day, it still looked chopped. So obviously there's a lot I had to fix. Like, that's what I was talking about with the canvas thing. But I try to fix the eyes and the jaw and the, I don't even know, like just everything. Here's the painting. So this is the part I thought I was gonna struggle with the most, is like mixing paint. I'm sorry about the other paint splatter. That was when I was trying out watercolor and I didn't want to waste the palette. But yeah, I don't know how to really mix paint super well, so hopefully this doesn't go horrible. All I really know how to do is use like red, blue, and yellow for like the skin colors, because I've been watching a couple tutorials. So that's what I was mainly focusing on, was trying to mix the perfect skin tone. And you know, I struggled a little bit here and there, but you know, I got it, I guess. I mostly wanted to paint so I could learn more about colors and how to mix them correctly and things like that. So overall, this was really fun to do, and yeah, you know, just keep learning. So this was really the nerve-wracking part. Like, I didn't even want to start, but I just said whatever, you know, like I just went with it. So surprisingly, the paint didn't really cover up much of the pencil, thank the Lord, because I was scared that it was gonna cover up the pencil and then I couldn't see what I was doing. But yeah, you know, this is just the beginning. It's the skin color part. Like, I honestly want to learn how to add shadows and things like that with paint, but yeah, you know, I'm just going with the flow. So yeah. The next thing that I wanted to focus on was the hair. I wanted to focus on the hair because the hair had like some like blending in it, and I was like, oh, this should be fun. Little did I know I did struggle a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, I still tried. So here's me trying with the hair. So basically, I just went dark to light. So I went from the dark to the top and light at the bottom, just because, I don't know, that's how INOSUKE's hair is. And I just hoped for the best. I didn't really know what I was doing, but you know, I think that's me in every single part of this video. Then I started with the mask a little bit. Like, I didn't really know what I was doing, but you know, as always, we go with the flow. So yeah. As I was painting, I was realizing that some colors didn't even match the picture, and although, like, you know, I was trying my best to get the picture down, I wanted it to at least look like I was trying. So that's what I was doing here, just changing up some colors to my liking and hoping that it looked good. Yes, it looks really muddy, but I promise you that it will look better over time. This part here was me basically trying to figure out how to do shadows and stuff. Like, I put it on the forehead and whatnot. And like, yeah, basically it was just, the whole process was fixing things and learning how to blend and do stuff like that. So yeah. Here's me finally getting to the eyes. I was actually really nervous about the eyes, but over time, you know, it looked cooler and stuff like that. So I'm not too mad about how the eyes came out. So for this, instead of like the paintbrush paint kind of thing I always do, I wanted to use a paint marker because I thought, you know, oh, here's me back with the eyes fixing it. But the eyes up there where INOSUKE's mask is, I used a paint marker because I thought it would help me out a little bit. Now I'm just filling in the letters blue because I thought it looked nice. I paint really messy and then I fix it up after. I think it helps me just block out the colors. Now the part where I did line art is a little weird because I kept getting nervous that I was gonna mess up. So I basically did line art off camera because I feel like the camera just put so much pressure on me and I was really nervous to mess up. Here's what I have so far. I still have to fix a couple things. A technique that I kept using was I kept adding water to my paint. I found it easier to blend and to use. I added water, I dried it on a towel, and then I added paint. I think it just helped me a lot. For the background, I decided to go with a yellow because I thought it would make the painting pop. I just skipped myself doing this because I thought it was basically a waste of time to record myself doing a yellow background. Here's how the painting came out. I'm gonna give you guys a quick picture real quick. I signed the back and made sure that I had the date on it and stuff. So now I'm gonna talk about my overall thoughts. So I did feel like the video was a little bit rushed considering how much speed I used, but it was really fun to learn how to paint and actually challenge myself. I definitely want to make more paintings in the future because it was actually really fun. This painting took me about 5 hours to make, but it came out better than I expected. So yeah. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name's Zayden and I do a bunch of art related things. I definitely want to paint more in the future, so comment down below who I should paint and like this video if you want to see more painting videos. I'll catch you guys in the next video then. Bye!